So we call it as any surgery is done on them to reduce the weight. We call it as a bariatric surgery. So it's mostly metabolic kind of procedures where we'll alter your normal way the food get enters into the body, and then it helps you to reduce the weight, and it restrict you somehow to reduce the amount of food that you take.
Oh, so that when you take a little food, you feel very full.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, thank you so much for helping us understand what bariatric surgery is all about. And I think you've also touched on why it's done. It's for weight management.
Yes, you're
Yes.
right. So some patients will be struggling to reduce their weight. They might have tried n number of attempts to reduce the weight by means of diet, exercises. If somebody is not successful with those aspects, they will fall into the surgical category. So we will help them to reduce the weight by means of doing these surgical procedures.
Okay.
To be briefly, there are two ways of doing those procedures.
Yes.
One is a restrictive type, where we will reduce the volume of your stomach to 20% from 100%. So 80% of your stomach will be taken out of your body, so that you left only with 20% of your stomach. So automatically you may be eating less, and it helps you in reducing your hormonal urge to eat also. So it will reduce the hunger hormone basically, so that you will eat less and with less volume which you can accommodate into the stomach because of surgery itself. So it will promote you to reduce the weight. The other way is malabsorptive procedure. It means, again, the stomach will not be removed out of your body, but will make a small pouch into the stomach, and then into which the small intestines will be connected, which bypassing the significant length of small intestine, which will be connected to your stomach. So your food enters directly into the small intestine, bypassing the significant length. So automatically the calories that's absorbed and the nutrients that's absorbed via the normal way, which somebody have it without surgery, will be bypassed, so that the calories absorption will be less, and there will be some nutrition deficiency which can be easily manageable.
Okay. Very interesting. I heard you mention hormonal.
Yes.
What is that hormone that causes people to feel hungry?
So its hormone is called ghrelin. So it stimulates your brain for the hungry.
Yes.
So when you do these kind of procedures, so those hormones comes down, it will satisfy you by eating very small also. Yes.
I think one of the questions that anyone would be thinking right now is it safe and is it acceptable type of surgery, especially when it comes to obesity?
Yeah, I will say yes, because with the standardization of the procedures, but what we do now is we will follow those protocols. So it's relatively very safe to have this kind of procedures. So sometimes it sounds like a complex one, but
Yes.
when you follow those kind of protocols, it's fall safe. Especially when it comes to the minimally invasive procedures, they have really standardized well with the modern equipments, all those things. So it's relatively very safe. But I want the patients to know also that if they are not taking this chance to go ahead with the surgery, the amount of risk that they are going to take with their health is much more than the surgical risk that they are going to take. Yes.
That's for those who have obesity.
Yes.
I know it seems like a very general thing when you talk about obesity, but can you tell somebody who could be saying, I'm safe, who has obesity? How do you know if possibly you have never gone to the hospital and you have been diagnosed and told you have obesity?
So it's a simple kind of measurement, like if you step into the mall, you can see some weighing machine which will calculate the body mass index.
Yes.
So that's how they will come to know. Otherwise, when we cannot expect the upcountry people to go and check for their BMIs, which is easily available in urban places. So they can monitor their own weight, and they can see they are putting on weight, or they may not be able to do the regular works what they are doing. So it can pick up the early stages also. So it's like self-observing themselves every day. So that will help them to pick up the weight gain. And they have to monitor the way they eat. That's also more important, and what they are going to work
Okay.
also.
Yes. So somebody could be also wondering, how do you prepare? Like, for example, if you're going to go for the surgery, what are some of the things that the patient must do?
So at the first entry point to the hospital, we will not subject the patient say that you have to go for a surgery, because that will not be a good effort to tell the patient also to you need surgery at first point. So we have to just tailor the patient to patient basis. Like, we have to check with them where they are now. Are they really obese or overweight? So those are both different categories. Depends upon their BMI. So let's say if the BMI is less than 35 or so, and we can less than 30, we will say it as overweight. Between 25 to 30 is overweight.
Yes.
If somebody is over 30, we can tell as obese patient. So we will not put the patient directly into the surgery if they are just overweight. It has to fall in the obesity category.
Okay.
More than 30, let's say. So even if they are more than 30, we have to see whether they have any weight related comorbidities like diabetes, hypertension, sleep disorders, all those things. If they have, then we have to categorize them. Okay, you need a procedure now, or it can be, the weight can be reduced to make them fall into overweight, whether these things can be revoked. So that's how we have to be categorize the patient. It's not like somebody gets in, we will not advise them to go for surgery. We have to categorize them what they are now, what are the difficulties they face, is there any comorbids with them. So they will categorize to what kind of surgeries if they need one.
Before we go, we get into the details of the surgery.
Yes.
I've heard you talk about overweight and obese.
Yes.
So possibly somebody is in the overweight window.
Yes.
Is there something that they can do so that they don't fall?
Yes, that's the early stage, the early pickup from the patient side also. If somebody is so concerned about their health, and they stepped into the hospital, we can that's the basic, like measuring the blood pressure and pulse rate is the BMI also is the first stage that we'll do at the entry point. So if the patient looks like overweight, they can get the consult from the nutritionist or from the surgeon itself, so that we will tell them, okay, if you are not to start something to do reduce weight by this time, so you may fall into that category, which we don't want the patient to be.
Yes.
So they can advise them, okay, I will guide you to the nutritionist and the physiotherapist who can tell them how much exercise you can do, what kind of diet you can take, so that it helps them to reduce the body weight, so that they will be on better hands, better shape.
Thank you. You've talked about prepping somebody. First, you've said you have to make sure that they are obese for them to be prepared for the surgery.
Yes.
And, preparing them for surgery. But I wanted to find out, are there any health risks associated with surgery? Every time we hear surgery, people are like, way.
Yeah, it's not an easy call to make to somebody to go in for surgery, and we'll not expect the patient to say yes every time, because it's their own decision, right? So,
Yes.
But we will tell the patient, okay, this is the risk that you are going to take, and this is the risk that you are going to get without doing the surgery. So it's like balancing what they
Okay.
want and what their destiny to be, the target, what they want. So as a doctor, we have to advise them, okay, you will take this 10% risk. Without taking this risk, you will be land up in 80% of the risk with your health status. So which one you want? So we will enlighten them. Then they will be choosing it. But we will guide them to all the process, what they may go through before
Okay.
and after procedure also. So they can easily make a decision.
But what are the risks of getting into surgery?
So all surgeries have their own benefits and
Risks.
So when you come to the bariatric surgeries, so it holds good for any surgical risk like a bleeding, infection. So this is a common risk, and we are going to deal into the intestinal part of your body, right? So there will be some intestinal the new connection that you are going to make, as I said earlier. So those risks are always there for bariatric procedure. But when it comes to those things are the short-term risks, we'll call it as, okay, because if it is going to happen very soon. If it is a long-term risk, it's only the nutritional deficiency, which can be easily manageable with the supplement tablets. That's not a worry. But the benefits will be more long-term.
Okay. Can the surgery fail?
If we're not standardized procedure, if you're not following the standardized protocols and care pre-op and post-operatively, yeah, it can be. It can be a technical one, and it can be a patient factor also. For example, as I said, we will be retaining the patient with 20% of the stomach, but by birth the stomach have a tendency to stretch more.
Oh.
So even if you leave the patient with 20% of the stomach, if it stretches a bit more, which can accommodate more food, it's the patient factor. They have to be more sustainably eating less volume. If they force themselves to eat like before the surgery, it's going to stretch. If they're going to stretch, it's going to accommodate more. Then automatically you gain weight. So we need commitment from the patient side also.
Yes.
To get the full success of the surgery.
Okay, and are there any age limits or possibly contraindications for the surgery?
So now there's like a Western side, the American societies now they have the standardization, like age limit is, they will say it's 18 is the age limit to start to go for surgery, and previously they used to say 65 to 70 is the age limit to consider about the bariatric surgery. But now the multidisciplinary team approaches what the patient status is, that also plays a vital role. We cannot do some procedure on the complex patients. If the patient is having some cardiovascular disease or some other major problems which put the patient on risk more due to surgery, so those patients may be a contraindicated one. But nowadays, but with the standardization, it's safe enough to do procedures if the patient falls on the safe side.
Okay. I know you have had, of course, a lot of people, there's some stigma associated not just around surgery, but specifically concerning this type of surgery.
Yes.
Kindly tell us what the stigma is about and possibly what you would have to say about the misinformation.
So some patients are misunderstood totally, like bariatric surgery, and some of the patient walks in and to my clinic and say, doctor, I want to remove some fat. That's what the basic things they will ask me. I want to remove some fat, because they have a total misunderstanding between the bariatric surgery and then let's say for technical term it's the liposuction, where they will just remove the fat, but it can accumulate at no time. So there is some kind of misunderstanding between the bariatric surgery and other routine tummy tuck procedures. They will consider, okay, my tummy is going to be tucked in, so that they call it as a bariatric. So there is a kind of misunderstanding. But as a doctor, we are there to enlighten them what it is actually we are going to do.
Wow, thank you so much, Daktari. Kindly tell us if counseling is necessary in this journey, and also recovery, how long does it take?
Yeah, so you pointed out very right. So counseling plays a vital role in these kind of procedures, because some of them have kind of unknown psychiatric issue also, where they used to eat more, that may lead to their increase in body weight, and we have to counsel the patient.
So eating more could be because of a psychological issue.
Yes.
Oh.
They are. So they need to be counseled before, because as you asked me earlier, what can lead to failure of the procedure? With the underlying psychiatric issues, even the surgery is going to be a failure, because we are not treating the root of cause.
Yeah.
We are treating just something else then. So counseling plays a vital role.
Yes.
So we have to pick the patient. Okay, she doesn't have any other psychiatric issues. It's only other thing else, which can be counseled. Counseling comes into play in means of, like, we want to counsel the patient. Okay, this is the journey you are going to take from now. it's not an easy journey actually. It's not easy to cut down the amount of food that you are going to take every day, right?
Yes.
So you have to counsel them, okay, this is what you are going to go through, and these are the things that you have to follow very strictly. Like you have to get yourself involved in the physical activity consistently. The volume of food that you are going to go down consistently. So those things need a counseling, and we want to know where the patient is now, how she has been motivated to get into the journey. That makes the success rate high.
Okay. Doctor, let me just try to understand. You talked about psychological issues, and in
Yes.
your journey, I know possibly you've met people with psychological
Yes.
issues that lead
Yes.
to eating a
Yes.
lot. What are some of them? Maybe just a few
Okay,
examples.
depressive disorders, basically. When somebody
Oh.
is depressed too much, they eat a
They
lot.
eat.
So then that may be the original cause of eating more to get more weight, right? So if we try to sort out the depressive problems, so then they can stick on to the dietary plan. They may reduce weight.
Yes,
We'll be
yes.
surprised to see surgery may not be needed to them at all, right? So counseling plays a vital role.
Wow, thank you. I can see, I'm just trying to understand the place of institutions like Aga Khan. Why is it important for you to promote weight management?
You see, now globally the obesity is evolving disease. So nobody realized that.
Yes,
I think
yes.
so. So it's need to be addressed well. So with the bigger organization, we can stick to the protocols now. So what will be helping the patient to go through the proper ones. So now you see, if you open up any social medias, so everything is available now.
Yes.
But we don't know whether it is a correct one or not.
Yes, yes.
So everything is available now in social media, but nobody knows, am I in the right path to get into those things?
Yes.
So, but if somebody will come and say, I have tried so many things, doc, but nothing helps me, they want surgery. But you want to know what they have undergone, really. So those things will help. So as an institution, we have multidisciplinary team. We have so much of specialized people,
Yes.
the specialized departments to pick the correct reason why they are obese.
Okay.
It's related to the hormonal issues, or it's going to be a psychiatric issues, or it's going to be a dietary issues. So we can pick it up, so we can address it first. So then the surgery sometimes it will be avoided also. So patient will be benefited.
Wow. Thank you. Doctor, there could be somebody who is listening in. They've really tried to lose weight. Nothing is working for them. Encourage, advise them.
Yeah, it's first of all, they have to keep it in mind. It's not an easy journey. It's easy to gain 1 kg of weight. It's very difficult to lose 1 kg.
Yeah.
So it's not an easy journey to do. But I want them to be in the proper hands
Yes.
before they decide they give up. So I don't want them to fall on the wrong hands and long guidance to call themselves, I can't do, I gave up now. So, but there should be a reason, proper reason, and then proper medical advice before they give up and land up in surgery. So we want patients to be so vigilant about their health and then to get into the medical advice. If they think about that, am I overweight? So they can just walk in. One consultation will change their life.
Yeah.
So before they land up in obesity, before they realize, then it's difficult to reduce. The journey becomes very long.
Very
One
true.
consultation can change their life.
Yeah. Thank you. So, as we end, what kind of follow-up care do you give to patients that will require surgery?
So, as I told, so pre-operatively, they need counseling, they need a good workup to find out any other reason or be missing for the obesity that may lead to the failure of the procedure.
Okay.
We have to be very vigilant about the hormonal status, psychiatric status before surgery. So once psychiatric
Oh,
issues,
okay,
so
okay.
to tell them, okay, you don't fall on those aspects, you will be benefited by surgery. So after the surgery, so there will be some frequent follow-ups. maybe in 3 months of time. So there will be frequent follow-ups because we have to grade them up slowly
Yes.
with the type of food that they are going to take. Initially maybe liquids, then pure, then soft diet, then solid diets. So on initial days it may be a frequent visits because they need more nutritional advice also
Yes.
about the volume and calories that they're going to take. So those initial days will be frequent. Then when days go upon, then there will be a less frequent one. But I prefer the patient to be in frequent contact with the doctors, so that the surgeon also feel good. If somebody calls and says, "Doctor, I lost 10 kgs in 3 months," we feel happy for them, and they also be reassured. If somebody says, "Doctor, is not, I just lost only 1 kg in a year of time," that means that something is wrong. So it is frequent feedback from the patient and continuous follow from the hospital side to the patient also makes a
Yes.
difference. Yes.
Doctor, there are some questions that are coming in.
Yes, please.
I don't know if they're in your field, but since you're the doctor, you handle.
Please. I can try my best to answer. No problem.
Somebody saying, I have an implant on my knee, and then during the cold season or long stay, at some point it reacts with the muscles. Now being they're jobless, it hurts a lot. Kindly advise if it can be removed, and asking if they can get sponsorship of the same.
So now I think they're asking like they have an implant on the knee.
Yes.
I think hopefully they might have done the knee replacement surgery. So maybe a weight related issues, we don't know. So in that case they have to see the root cause why the knee has been had an issue before, which has to be replaced.
Okay.
So if they have any other problem, we call it as rheumatoid arthritis or something else, that has to be addressed. It doesn't mean it has to be removed. Because they have replaced it because the joints are not good. So now it has been replaced. So the patient doesn't have a choice to remove it now.
Wow.
Yes.
So they should actually see a doctor
See
for
an
the same.
orthopedician for the better advice.
Yes, there's someone else who's saying, Shiko kindly asked Daktari, how much is it to remove a benign tumor from my upper left thigh?
Benign tumor of upper left hand.
Thigh.
So it depends upon the size and what kind of disease that we are dealing with. It's a benign, how big it is. It all depends upon the type of anesthesia also. So if it is going to be local anesthesia, it will be precisely less. When it comes to general anesthesia, then everything adds up. It needs an extra day of admission. It adds up. So it's better to have a consult once, so that before you commit something. But if it is a benign small procedure under local anesthesia, automatically it's going to be less than the general anesthesia. If you are not staying at hospital, automatically the bill comes down.
Very true, very true. Doctor, even as you bring this to an end, please help somebody, because you've talked about the importance of weight management.
Yes.
There's somebody who may be not looking overweight and thinking, that's not for me. And somebody, of course, you have really encouraged the people who are possibly overweight, but kindly tell people the importance of weight management, even if when you don't look like you need to lose weight.
So, but I tell my patients, so, okay, to have how much ideal weight you should be. For example, so if somebody is at 170 centimeter height, okay, 170 centimeter, let's
Yes.
take the last two times 70 will be your ideal weight. So for roughly, somebody may not be able to calculate BMI, they may be finding difficult.
Yes.
So if they find their height at 170, if somebody is 200, okay, so the ideal weight will be the last 2 digits of your centimeters. So if they like 71, okay, they can reduce some weight themselves. If they are at 80, 90, they need some assistance.
Yes.
Then they have to come to the hospital to get their assistance. I'm not telling overweight is the disease. Underweight is also a disease. So that's why we call it as the weight management. It's not like obesity management, it's the weight management.
Oh, yeah.
So underweight also is a problem, right?
Because there are people who have issues, we call them something issues that cause them to want to, some people eat and they want, because they're so afraid of getting overweight, they throw up.
Yes, so there will be some other disease problem going in. So So we are trying to achieve malabsorption by doing surgery. Somebody will be malabsorptive already to tell them as a patient is already having existing disease.
Yes.
So we have to sort it out. So both are in different scenarios.
Okay. Doctor, the last question. There's somebody here who is saying, good afternoon, Shiko. Kindly ask the doctor, can adding weight cause irregular periods?
Yes, it does.
Oh.
So because if, for example, the patient is going for the infertility clinic with irregular periods, if they have a irregular period, they cannot plan any pregnancy.
Oh,
True,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So, as I said, it's a hormonal issue also. So when the weight goes up, your hormonal is imbalanced. So you will not get a regular cycles.
Yes.
So the first thing, the fertility clinic, they will say you try to reduce weight. Okay, to regularize your periods.
Yes.
So then they can plan the successful pregnancy. If that is not happening, if they want the assistance by means of surgery, we does.
Okay.
It increase the success rate, natural pregnancy. I'm not
Okay.
talking about the IVF.
Yes. Natural.
I'm talking about the natural ones, yes.
Doctor, you have a lot of questions. There's someone who is just saying, kindly ask the doctor, I have veins behind my leg. Can it bring me problems later? I think they came up as a result of family planning. Veins behind the leg.
No, so the way she was explaining, it can be a varicose veins.
Oh, okay.
So it can be a weight related also, because when you gain more weight, there will be more pressure on your tummy. When you're lying down for simply, if you have tummy fat of 5 kgs, it's
Yes.
going to press on your tummy itself, the blood vessels. So the backflow into the heart will be less. So it stays more in the legs.
Okay.
So it may dilate. So it may be a weight related also. Can be an occupational disease also, like who is standing for long.
Oh,
So
yeah.
those things also there. So it's a thing.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Dr. Asante Sana. We look forward to having you next time. Kindly, if you can give people directions, let's not assume that people know where you come from, Aga Khan Hospital.
Yeah.
Kindly, if you can give them numbers to call or possibly just direction.
So I think Aga Khan doesn't need an identity too, so everybody
Yes.
knows. But we located in Third Parkland, so we are running the surgical clinics every day. But to our bariatric and to meet me, we are running the clinic on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we will be readily available throughout 24/7. The surgical team will be there to help the people.
Yes.
But to be precise, to have a appointment-based consultation, I prefer to come on their appointment on Tuesday afternoon and Thursday mornings.
Tuesday afternoon or?
From 2 to 6 and Thursday morning from 9 to 2.
Wow, thank you so much. This is Dr. Prabhu.
Yes, you're right. Thank you.
Asante sana.
There you go.
I think that's it for today, but thank you so much for stopping by. It's important for us to know. Maybe God just allowed you to pass by here
Yes, thank
to
you.
help us understand a little about weight, because He wants us to live longer to fulfill His purposes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Will help.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Experience the hope, the music, the anointing. This is Hope FM, where you listen and live.